Welcome back, one and all, to Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall. Last time, we broke into this pharmaceutical company, Kimiki Europe, I believe, and we're trying to heist the Mark 6. We just finished reading the log entry from the lab tech that was dated 2 weeks ago, so let's look at last week's entry. Tailoring doses to individual patients has worked wonders. The key was taking a gene therapy-based approach. They've been using it in medicine for ages, so why not apply the same logic here? In a nutshell, I've decided to use the subject's own DNA to delude their immune systems into believing that Formula 17 belongs in their bodies. Simple and effective. This approach has helped to increase the formula's absorption rate, as well as significantly reducing incidences of rejection. Unfortunately, it also rules out an easily mass-produced product, but I'm convinced the results will justify the additional costs. Alright, yesterday's entry then. A week! He waits an entire week before telling me that tailoring the mixture is an unacceptable solution, and then he tells me the trials are to begin tomorrow. I have no time, and Gisbrecht's applying so much pressure that I can barely think. Hausaufer's probably threatening him. All of them can rot. Maybe now that Hausaufer's playing Heat the Sheets with Gisbrecht's secretary, he'll learn to lighten up. We can only hope. Anyway, I have some new ideas to move forward with the formula. Admittedly, they're far-fetched, possibly even dangerous. But if I don't start producing some results, I get the feeling that it won't be my problem for much longer. Wish me luck, Journal. It's science time. Let's reread today's entry just in case. Okay. Alright, no, there's nothing here. Clearly, his fatigue. He made a mistake due to the fatigue. Note here. Paper bears the letterhead of Senior Executive. Yes. Still waiting for that report. When I said ASAP, I mean I needed it yesterday. Stay until you've completed the test and then leave the report on my desk. Door code is 454139. Do this tonight. I'll expect to see it waiting for me when I arrive tomorrow. Okay. Wow. Send that to stash. Is that everything in the lab? Okay. Let's see. Maybe we can get the visual record using that 54139. Let's give it a try. It's worth a shot, right? Atlas. No, not at last. Atlas. 54139. Alright. Herr Stromberg. Volumes of information. Access visual record. VP level authorization. 54139. Executive authorization insufficient. VP required. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to go fight security. Formula 17. Ah, that's executive level. Was it not 54179? 54139. Silly rogue. Complex chemical formula displays on screen. Formula 17 appears to be a drug designed to suppress higher brain functions, specifically those functions related to emotional responses and decision-making skills. The overall purpose of the drug is to render a subject submissive and pliant. The notes go on to suggest that Formula 17 was developed as a component of a larger project called Atlas. Apparently, Project Atlas has something to do with cybernetic augmentation. Formula 17 was developed to help reduce the incidence of rejection in Project Atlas's test subjects. Recent trials of the formula have been extremely encouraging. While initially a serious concern, fatalities have recently dropped off to a statistically insignificant level. Fun with Dick and Jane level problems here. The document is accompanied by a fairly extensive record of testing performed on metahuman subjects, along with death records over the course of the project. Shockwell and Ryder will be interested in all of this information according to their charter. Sharing this information with the world would be a top priority. In the wrong hands, however, this formula could cause immense harm. Copy. Yes. Alright. Now we just need an executive or VP level code. This is not a VP, right? No, junior executive. He was a senior executive. Right. So there's probably a VP's office somewhere around here. Or maybe it's on the 25th floor. I suppose that's possible. The only thing security's got going is a weapons locker. Let's try the 25th floor. It would make sense. VP would be higher up. Right? Access denied. Let's examine the keypad in astral space. 24789. Is that one of the passcodes that we already know? 84792. Okay. Eight 4792. I said 2. Okay, access is granted. I'm going to try that in the data archives. I'll be back if it doesn't work. We had the code the whole time. Too many records here to sort through quickly. A quick scan reveals the following details. Recordings of laboratory experiments on metahumans. Images of an extensive series of cyber surgeries being performed upon a large troll. Recordings of that same troll carving his way through opponents with a massive axe. And gun cam footage from what appears to be a vehicle-mounted chain gun. The weapon has been photographed tearing apart a variety of targets, both artificial and organic. Let's copy those visual records, and let's go turn this information into the Shockwellenreiter. I thought there was something off. I was like, that name that we have tagged to that code, it doesn't really fit. Oh, we don't need to use his terminal. We can turn that in at the end of the run. So to the 25th floor we go. Confirm. I'm probably going to end up wishing that I had neutralized security. The elevator whisks you upward towards the executive level 25th floor. As expected, the run has been relatively smooth sailing. A chime breaks the silence as the elevator glides to a stop. Mark 6 is somewhere on this floor. All we have to do is find it. And, based on what we've read, the Mark 6 is clearly a heavily augmented cyber-augmented troll. Emergency lights wink out, leaving you in darkness. A moment later, the building lights flip on, cranked all the way up to full illumination. It's uncomfortably bright. Our security feed has been terminated. Well, that can't be good. Shoot. You're right. You're right, Dietrich. That can't be good. Hey, there's the Mark 6. The door slides open with a pneumatic hiss. An enormous figure fills your vision. It stands motionless by a console. Oh, you poor person. Almost every inch of this thing is covered in dulled steel and gleaming chrome. Its mechanical arms end in articulated hands that wouldn't look out of place on an industrial machine. Bulky, cumbersome things, designed for crushing power rather than finesse. Clutched in one of those crushing hands, a chain gun glints with sinister purpose. That shouldn't be possible. Nothing can be implanted with that much chrome and live. Yeah, this ain't right. Stay cool, guys, it isn't moving. I think that it's, I don't know, on standby or something. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Figure stands completely still, but its eyeless head fidgets in agitation. Something about it reminds you of a snake tasting the air. Off to one side, the screen of a console or control console glows cheerfully in the gloom. Rogue senses tingling. Is that all there is in this room? That is all there is in this room. Alright, let's look at the control console. Mark 6 Cyber Zombie Prototype Control Console. This Mark 6 prototype is the exclusive property of AG Chem Europa. Unauthorized access is prohibited. To put the prototype into demonstration mode, you may activate its systems from the following menu. Alternately, the system can be directly piloted via a remote control rig. Chief, did you just read that? I'm gonna drive the hell out of this thing. Hold your horses, Blitz. We don't know enough about it yet. Yeah, fine, read up. But after you're done, I'm gonna do my thing. I mean, how many riggers can say they've piloted a troll? You're a decker. We'll talk about this later. For now, get out of my hair. That I don't have. I have horns. Stop looking at me that way. He steps back, allowing you to return your attention to the control console. Input command. Let's, access the README. Mark 6 prototype incorporates top-of-the-line cyberware from all AG Chem Europa subsidiaries, including the Zeiss Dead Sight Laser Designator, BUT Heavy Industries Powerlift Industrial Cyber Arms, and the brand new Zeiss Sense Shell Cyber Skull. Yeah. Where necessary, competitors' products have been incorporated into the platform. Ares, dermal plating, universal omnitech, move by wire, so on and so forth. These systems should be considered placeholders for this proof of concept prototype. The biological component of the Mark 6 was selected for size and durability by General Genetics worldwide. All autonomous functions necessary to maintain the biological component are original to the component itself and should self-regulate within operational limits. As a proof of concept demonstration model, the Mark 6 was designed for remote operation. A Zeiss eye-in-the-sky drone control system has been incorporated into the Mark 6's cyber skull. Comlink control is also possible for casual control, but for product demonstration purposes, use of the drone control system is advised. The Mark 6 comes equipped with an Ares Vanquisher vehicular rotary cannon to demonstrate its actuated strength and recoil suppression capabilities. The model is also equipped with a Global Polymers monofilament axe. For demonstration purposes, this weapon has been designed with a heft well beyond the lifting capacity of any unaugmented metahuman. The Mark 6, of course, can swing it with ease. Demonstrating the Mark 6 combat capabilities is one of the long-term goals. It is this office hope that the company's newly developed Formula 17 cybermantic reagent, that is a mouthful, will provide its value to the board of directors, both as an astonishing technical achievement and a lucrative new revenue stream for the company. Obliterated by the pure energies of the astral plane. Something is wrong here, very wrong. The cyber zombie's aura is almost completely black. To your horror, the light of your own aura seems to be drawn toward it. You feel a twisting sensation in your gut, and it takes all of your willpower to keep from blacking out. Keep looking. You force yourself to continue staring into the gaping wound that is the cyber zombie's aura. Slowly, your vision begins to adjust, and behind the darkness, you can see a glimmer of color. Somehow, buried under a mountain of chrome and steel, there's a part of this thing that's still capable of thinking, of feeling. And that soft living core is shrieking in pain. Reflexively, your third eye clenches shut. The color and beauty of the astral plane disappear from view, taking the horror of the cyber zombie's aura with them. A single thought echoes through your head, backed by an iron will that is not your own. A message from a mind that has been severed from its body, but is still very much alive. Kill me. Shuddering, you emerge from your reverie. You are once again standing before the console. Cyber zombie stands unmoving, just as it did before. Lines from Metallica's One come rolling through my skull as we ask Glory to nod and step forward. Or to examine its chrome. As she stands next to the cyber zombie, you can't help but notice how much chrome riddles her own body. Cyber wears high-grade, quality stuff, but not mil-spec. The arms look industrial in design. Interesting choice, but there's nothing wrong with it. Huh. The control system looks interesting. Like a drone control interface, but it's wired into the base of the skull. From the positioning, I'd say it's connected directly to the thing's brainstem. Glory takes a closer look at the cyber zombie's control module. A moment later, she takes a sudden half-step back. She turns to look at you, a disgusted look on her face. Griffin, listen to me. We have to kill this thing. This thing is our payday, Glory. Explain yourself. This troll, it's still conscious. He's still conscious. They've outfitted him with an inhibitor chip. He's trapped in his bone body. He's screaming to get out. This isn't just a prototype, Griffin. It's a person. We can't just cash him in for a paycheck. Can you do anything about it? Help him in some way? She takes another look at the control module. No promises, but I can try. Forget this payday. Do it. Not here. Let's get him down to the garage first. I want to have the van close by in case anything goes wrong. In the meantime, we're gonna have to activate him. Just remember, Griffin, that's a man you're giving orders to, not a machine. Let's see if we can get it downstairs. Do we let Blitz rig in? I imagine that would let us use it in combat. Give me a moment. I'm going to think about this. This is a person. We're going to attach it to the comm link. A few seconds later, you hit the activation control and the cyber zombie lurches to life. It takes a step forward and you can hear the whir of actuators calibrating to adjust it to its weight. A few seconds later, the whirring sound dies down. It relaxes into a slight crouch. Activation complete. Follow and protect protocol engaged. Awaiting further instructions. We're not going to do pretty much anything else with it. If I can help it. The knight-errant captain takes a half-step towards you, magnified by his mass speakers. His voice comes out like a roar of some great beast. Drop your weapons and step away from the prototype. Do it now! Easy there, Tiger. Let's talk this over. We're knight-errant, fool! We don't talk things over with thief scum like you. You will comply with my orders, or you will die. The choice is yours. The hell with this. could have done with hitting him. That would have been good. Twist the razor for a bit more internal damage. Yes. What's your AP? Next round will activate your adrenal pump? No. Yeah. No. Can rogue interface. That way you can get into cover. Okay. Dietrich. This guy's on a ley line. Concentrates mana from surrounding area to provide an effect similar to a small ley line last 2 rounds. Okay, that's neat. Dang it. Okay, Blitz. Gotta start getting rid of these mages. He has 9 AP. I'm sorry. Oh. Firing my giant thing probably cost a fair amount of AP. You summoned something. Alright. Accessing prototype override? Oh, we gotta take you out. Dang. Can I hit him? Okay. What about Blitz? Blitz, can I hit him with you? What if we take an aim shot? Did not want to hit Glory. Griffin might just go down. Okay. Martial defense. Let's get over to the captain. Nothing I can do is going to take Glory out of the line of fire. Dietrich, can you do something useful here? The answer is not really. Okay, Blitz used a trauma kit reflexively? I guess he was down to 0 HP. Oh, he was taking burning damage, I think. Alright, let's work with this guy. Alright, let's see. Burst fire. 5 attacks in 1 round that do half normal damage, 15, minus 15 hit. Designate target. Marked that target. Switch to his melee weapon. Okay. Do I use a med kit on you? Yes. Let's go deal with this enforcer. Okay. Let's take out the captain here if we can. Apparently we cannot. Glory will do it. She's a one-woman killing machine. Okay, Dietrich, can you... patch up Blitz? No? Alright, Blitz, what do we got going on here? Go ahead and use your med kit. Let's keep you from falling down dead. Alright, Cyber Zombie. Take on the Grenadier. The Grenadier's like, I don't want any part of this. We'll use one of our medkits to heal ourselves. Glory can come take out this guy. Dietrich. Medkit yourself, please, bud. And then Nerve Bolt the Grenadier. Reload. Aimed burst. Very good. Oh yeah, this thing is awesome, boss. You sure we can't keep it? Those Nidoron Drekheads have a little something coming their way. A little surprise. Yes, they do, don't they? How are we doing? 42 out of 65. Whew. Save before we head downstairs. Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way out of here. Security has control of the doors again. That'll be for next time on Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall. If you've enjoyed this video, please help me out by hitting that like, maybe a sub button. And until next time, I've been the Arcane Rogue, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day.